I bought today's storage unit for only $170 and it was loaded with Jordans, ammo, weapons, and so much more. Let's take a look inside and see what we got. What is up, everyone? I hope you all are doing well today. In today's storage unit video, we'll be going through this unit that I purchased for $170. As you can see, this is only a 5x10, so it's not a huge unit, but I couldn't let this one go because I did see this Air Jordan box, which as I'm picking it up, unfortunately, it is empty. Thankfully, this wasn't the only shoe box I could see in this listing picture. There's a couple of big cardboard boxes over here that I think had some shoe boxes in them. And now that I'm physically in the unit, I can tell that it does appear like they are full of shoe boxes. All right, here's a Cobalt air compressor. Obviously, this looks like it's been used quite a bit, but as long as it runs, these run about $250 brand new. So as long as it runs, I would imagine I should be able to get like anywhere from $75 to $100 for this. And outside of being a little dirty, it looks like it's in pretty good shape, honestly. All right, and here was a backpack that I had moved, getting out that air compressor. Oh, wow. I actually don't know if I'm allowed to show this off on YouTube, what's inside of here. I actually need to look up the rules on this, but let's just say this Cali bag that all of this stuff is in is extremely fitting. I will double check to make sure that it isn't just California's #1 export, but I'm pretty sure it is just that in here. I've been running around like crazy today and I forgot my gloves down in my car. And after that backpack, I'm kind of thinking I probably should go get them. Since I am on the 3rd floor, I am gonna go ahead and load up my cart first. Raw dog without any gloves on. Hopefully I don't run into anything too crazy in here. Why don't we go ahead and go through the cardboard boxes that are full of shoes in them next. Hopefully full of shoes at least. Alrighty, and this is what I was talking about. Let me go ahead and move this trash bag off. And there they are, beautiful. I don't know how many exactly there are, maybe 6 or 8 shoe boxes in this top one. In the bottom one, nice. Looks like it's full as well. I will say I wish these boxes were in a little better shape. Obviously that just kind of comes with the territory of buying these storage units. Sweet. These may be basically brand new. Never mind, these here on the bottom have definitely been used out on the front as well. But overall, those are actually in really good shape. Question to my sneakerheads out there watching. What are the best few sizes for Jordans to come in? These are size 9. I am assuming that is not the most sought after size. I could be totally wrong, but I would assume like 10 to 12 would be the most popular at least. But I am curious if any of you know what are the best sizes to look for Jordans. Also, anyone who wants to be entered into today's giveaway, I will be giving away 2 different pairs of Jordans from this storage unit. So how to enter to win one of the pairs of Jordans. First, like this video. Second, subscribe to my channel. And third, comment your favorite pair of basketball shoes of all time. The black and blue T-Mac 3s are still some of my favorite looking basketball shoes of all time. You better believe I was rocking the T-Mac 3s in the low post in youth basketball. To be completely honest, there were very few 5.5s being tested as much as my T-Mac 3s in the low post. That being said, let me know in the comment section below what your pick is. And good luck on this giveaway. And let's get back to the unit. All right, we got another pair here. It looks like we're gonna have a bunch of 9s. These definitely are not in as good a shape as the others. To the 2 winners that I pick, I will pick 2 of the better conditioned shoes in this storage unit. But those are cool. Those just are not in the best shape ever. Ooh, what is this? I like the looks of this box. These are Air Jordan Retro 3s. I do not think that is what these are they? These shoes are dirty, but they have kept their form pretty nicely. We do have some Puma shoes in here as well. These may be brand new. Why are the Puma shoes always brand new in these storage units? The Nikes and the Jordans are never new, but the Pumas always are brand new. Never been worn. Those are the suede classic tones. These are the Air Jordan Retro 13s. There are a ton of shoes in here. I don't even know why I'm reading them because I don't think those are the Retro 13s. And like I said, not in the best shape overall so far. Hopefully that changes. Ooh, those are kind of sweet. All of these shoes are gonna need to be cleaned up before selling them, that is for sure. And some of them are not honestly gonna be very resellable. Retro Air Jordan 6s, oh, those are so sick. I wish those were a little bit cleaner. Obviously I can still clean them up. No matter how good of a job I do, these are never gonna be like new, but those are really cool right there. Probably my favorite pair we've come across so far. These are the Air Max 97s. Huh. Those are kind of cool. Once again, kind of dirty, but I actually think I should be able to clean those up fairly easily. That's a nice score right there. Done with that first box. We still have another box of Jordans to go through. All right, here's the next box. These are the Air Zoom Stussies. Those are pretty cool. Call me basic, but those are probably my favorite looking shoes so far. And honestly, I think those could actually be pretty rare. These are the Air Jordan 4 Retros. Those actually look really good and may have some serious value to them. That may be our best pair right there. Hopefully this box is full of a lot nicer shoes in here. I say that. Those have been pretty well used. What are these? Whoa. Let's take a look at these bad boys. Woo! Those things are wild. These shoes stick out so much. These are the type of shoes that would make you self-conscious at Coachella wearing these. Oh, another pair. Those look to be basically brand new, if not brand new. So got the paper in the shoes. Those are sick. I would say those are actually in really good shape. I will say definitely lightly used, obviously, though. Ooh, what do we have here? What are these? Adidas. What in the world? We got a spider on those. That is why I usually wear gloves, but these are pretty sweet. These are Adidas Top 10 shoes. They look brand new right there. The box has definitely seen its better day though. Last but not least out of these two boxes, pretty cool shoe. Not in the best shape, but I should be able to clean those up to look decent. Overall though, for 170 bucks, those two cardboard boxes full of Jordans will more than cover this entire unit. So my mic decided to stop working at this point during the unit, unfortunately. So I am gonna have to voice over the rest of this video. But here's a pretty cool army bag right here. And then a bunch of other random utility bags and other stuff inside of there. Nothing really of value though. This book doesn't really have any value, but one of the GOAT chefs of all time, Emeril Lagasse, bam! And then here's a brand new set of pots and pans from Pioneer Woman. These should be able to get about $50 to $60, I would think. They're not that cheap brand new, so this was a good find in here. And then here's a Cobalt bag of tools. First, we've got a Cobalt drill. And then next we have a Bauer hammer drill. Bauer's a Harbor Freight product, so this is pretty cheap. I would assume I should be able to get like $25 to $30 for the Cobalt drill, and then probably only like 15 bucks for this hammer drill. As I was heading towards the back of the unit, I noticed this Glock sticker on this ammo box underneath that white box, which I don't think there was anything in that white box if memory serves me correct. So I took that white box off and grabbed out that ammo box to see what was inside of there. Unfortunately, whenever I got it open, there wasn't a Glock inside or any ammo. But I will say there was this nice buck knife that I should be able to get anywhere from like 10 to 20 bucks for. That being said, there wasn't really much else in this ammo box other than a few dollars worth of cheap tools. Right after I found that ammo box, I came across this bag full of custom gun parts. I didn't really want to get them all out at the storage unit because honestly, I do not believe they were supposed to have these inside. But here's a picture of what all was in this bag once I got home. So inside the bag, there were 14 Polymer 80 lower receivers, 6 Glock gun kits, and then a few other odds and ends like that knife you can see on the screen. Thankfully, these are legal in my state, but honestly, I'm not sure how much I'm going to make for each one of these. If I was guessing, I should be able to make anywhere from like $50 to $60 for the lower receivers, and then maybe like $35 to $45 for the Glock gun kits. But honestly, that's just a guess. I'm not 100% sure how much I should be able to make for those. And the bag that we just went through was sitting on top of this box right here, which is full of a bunch of ammo and magazines, and then some optics as well. There were hundreds of loose rounds of ammo in this plastic container, but also there were full boxes of ammo as well, like this 50 round Winchester box of ammo. And then this, I think it's Fiocchi, something like that, box of ammo, and then a few others in there as well. And then here's a brand new Evolve close quarters compensator. This should be super resellable. And then lastly, we come across a box of brand new silverware. Even though these boxes had a price tag of $65 on them each, these are not going to be worth a whole lot on the resale market. If I was guessing, I should be able to make like $5 on each box. But that was pretty much it from this unit. I do apologize about my mic issue. Hopefully I can get that resolved by my next video, whatever is wrong with it. But I really do appreciate you all watching and staying here with me till the very end. It is much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Stay radical.